Hello everyone, Ladislas Maurice from the wanderinginvestor.com. So today I'm in Nairobi in Kenya together with my lawyer Safina, who's helping me with my real estate transactions here in Nairobi. How are you, Safina?
Good, thank you, Ladislas.
Good. So can you explain to us the process? So I come to you and I say, I want to buy this apartment. What essentially is the process to purchase an apartment here in Kenya?
Okay. So first you've identified a place that you like, and what I'll tell you is you need to check everything about the property. So the developer himself or the person who's building, has he got all his due diligence? Have we done all our due diligence? We need to do due diligence on it, so we need to check all the documents. Does he have all the appropriate approvals in place? Does he have the environmental approvals in place? His title deed, is it a legitimate title deed? We'll have to do a search at the Lands Office for it. All his permits, not only for environment, but also building permits, construction permits. Does he have all his building plan approvals in place? We'll go and check at the company's registry if he's also registered there. Once all of that is in place and we're satisfied with our due diligence, we can enter into a sale agreement.
Cool. So we enter into a sale agreement. After how long does it turn into an actual title deed?
Okay, so once you have the sale agreement in place, we'll be negotiating with the seller's lawyer. And usually once you sign, you pay a deposit. Usually it's 30 to 60 days or 90 days, depending on if it's an off-plan or not off-plan. So you have payment terms that you agree. Once that's complete, the actual process of transferring that sale agreement to a title deed could take anywhere between 3 to 6 months.
Okay. And we were discussing as well, checking whether the developer has bank loans.
Yes, that is essential to check. So whilst we're doing our due diligence, we check, is there a bank loan in place? And usually when there is a bank loan in place, we insist that the bank do consent to the sale agreement so that if anything does happen and the developer goes belly up, you're still protected because the bank has signed on that sale agreement and are aware that you are a purchaser and have been paying proceeds into the developer's account.
All right, so really important.
Very important.
Because things can go wrong when you invest in Kenya.
Yes.
And I remember last weekend we were having a short conversation about land specifically, and that their land can sometimes be sold to 3-4 different people, the same plot of land. How do you mitigate this?
So obviously due diligence checks are really, really essential and necessary. Physical inspection, finding out who the neighbors are, going that extra mile, not only doing checks at the lands office, but also surveys office. And again, like I said, going to the property, talking to the neighbors. Has this person owned the land for X number of years? These things are vital. It does happen in Kenya, so it's really important to get this done properly.
Because this has happened to some of your clients of yours. I mean, they became clients of yours to try to sort out the situation, but they bought land.
Yes, it has happened.
Someone else shows up with a title deed and...
Yes, actually just last week that happened. Yeah. So it's still happening, and it's happening a lot. So obviously get your checks done and get it done properly.
Cool. And what about the whole admin side, getting a tax number, etc., opening an account with the tax authorities? Are those all necessary steps to purchase property here?
Yeah, so getting a tax PIN number here, as we call it, is essential almost to do everything. If you want to open a bank account, if you want to buy land, if you want to buy an apartment, if you want to buy a vehicle, whatever you want to do in Kenya, you need a tax PIN number. And yes, we can help with that process. Yes.
Cool. Okay. So essentially you can help people buy property, sell property, essentially all of these transactions related to property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as well, preparing wills and estate planning locally as well?
Yes, of course. As soon as you invest money in Kenya, I would insist that you sort out your will and have that in place.
Cool.
Yes.
And then for people that have to go through probate, you can help with this as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Fantastic. Great. So thank you very much, Safina, for your time. If you are interested in getting in touch with Safina, there is a link below. Feel free to do so. All right.
Thanks.
Take care. Make sure to download my free ebook, 12 Mistakes to Avoid When Investing in International Real Estate, which you can find on my website, linked below. And feel free to follow me on Instagram @TheWandering Investor. I look forward to hearing from you.